She doesn't know anything. She doesn't really have bad habits per se. Obviously, she likes to jump and she likes to do your typical puppy stuff, but she's not a bad dog by any means. So right now, we're going to see if she'll take food by hand, which she will. She's very food motivated, so that's really good for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and work behind the dog, right? So we might let her go ahead of us and then call her back to us and feed her, right? This is our very first session. She came in yesterday afternoon. We let her rest for the first day, and then the next day we can call that our first day. So right there, I let her go ahead of me, call her back to me, very nice, and then feed her before she can jump on me. She's very slow. That was just 3 kibbles and it completely stopped her. Boop. But I've basically just got her kibble, not treats, because I still want her to like her food, number one, and this will keep her appetite really high. And so every day, morning and afternoon, she can just work for her meals. Yes, good job. Very nice. So we'll start working this way. If she stays next to us, that's also great, because that's where we're trying to get to, and then we'll feed her on our left-hand side. Call her back to us and feed her. And we basically want to just reinforce as much as we can that being next to us is really good. So you see there, she's trying to follow my hand. That gives me a lot of confidence so that I can try to do things like this. Circle. Good job. And so doing things like that will reinforce that following my hand and following the guidance that I give her is a really good thing. She's eating too fast. Right now I'm not too concerned about, the particulars or having like really high standard or anything. I just want her to be happy and comfortable and take the food, follow my hand, and want to be next to me. So we can quickly grab the leash because we know she's going to leave us again, call her back to us, have her swing into heel, or at least do the motion. So notice there she's trying to turn the wrong way, just out of habit, and I can simply put my hand there on her hind end and block her from turning so that she'll turn just like that, because that's how we want it to be, not the other way. Okay. So the beauty of sending your dog to me and doing a board and train program is I'm able to not let her get away with anything, even turning the wrong way, for a period of 3 weeks or more, so that these habits become very ingrained and old habits will go away. Okay, so notice she's already looking up at us and staying next to us a little bit more. And we're just going to keep feeding her just behind our knee and walking around. I'm basically holding the food like a cup, and then I can cap it with my thumb to release it as I need to. And I'm always making sure to keep it at her head level. So in just a few minutes, she's already able to come to us, draw backwards, and then swing into heel. Yes, good job. And she cares about focusing on us. There, she's staring at us for like 5 full seconds there. Yes, good job. So what we can do now is get her to sit. Yes, good job. Yes. And we can quickly so we don't want her to get the food on the ground. Yes, because then she will ignore us and look to the ground for the food. Yes. So there I waited a second and then fed her. Yes. There you go. Good. But we don't want to bore her by just sitting here. So we'll start moving again. There, she's sitting a lot longer. Here. Yes. Good job. She doesn't know what here means, I just want to start throwing these commands in when I know for sure that the dog will do it. Good. So there she sat. Didn't want her to, but she did, so I'm going to feed her anyways, because it's a happy little accident. Yes, good job. So her full focus is on us. She wants to stay next to us, and she wants to stay in heel in just a few minutes. So now I can start to use the leash more, and I can bump straight backwards as she's walking along with us to keep her there. So notice I'll be walking. I can drag to my left-hand side gently, and I can bump backwards to stop her or slow her down. Yes, good job. Very nice. Yep. So there she's trying to get food on the ground. She's focused on us. I'm going to reward her for that. And this is only day 1, and this will just get better and better every single day. She is very young, and it is a little bit hot out here, so she's going to get tired a little bit faster than a normal dog or under normal circumstances. Good. So see there, I can now expect a little bit more out of her, so I am bumping straight backwards as we walk. You see that? To keep her in heel, and I'm not letting her run ahead of me anymore. And so in just a few minutes, Fern here went from a dog that's always at the end of the leash pulling a lot or wanting to jump on me, very distracted and everything, to being able to walk in heel at least a little bit, wanting to stay next to me, not pulling on the leash, and looking at me, and sitting. And I think it's been like 7-8 minutes, if that. Good. So we can just finish up by reinforcing this a little bit more. Yes, good job. That's even better. She's just giving it all to us on a silver platter. This is great. This is our very first session, so good job. So I want to reward her being calm and relaxed and patient as much as possible. So there, I'm going to wait for a second. Fern. Yes, and then feed her. Good. So it promotes that patience and her just focusing on me.